think of us when they think of cloud, and so they come to us, and then the fanatical support is how we really bring our hosting products to life.
So talk to us about your provisioning and your monitoring, because that's got to be an extremely advanced system for you to be able to provide this level of support.
Yeah, and on the cloud side, it is almost entirely self-service. We do offer a product called Managed Cloud, where if for larger enterprises, if they're not interested in doing that detailed provisioning themselves, we can do that for them. So you sort of choose your service level.
Yeah, it's an iPad app and an iPhone app.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can do load balancing from your iPhone.
I loved when I saw that demoed.
What's unique about Rackspace is you have all the self-service provisioning that cloud offers, and a whole suite of products that we have in the cloud space. But if you would prefer dedicated gear, we can do that too, and that's our lineage. So we can do that also, and many customers are taking advantage of both. So they have dedicated gear, but they can, on Black Friday, say they can expand into the cloud, right? And so you have that elastic capability of jumping into the cloud if you choose to for temporary periods. And our dedicated provisioning is much more intense. As a matter of fact, we used to call that intensive, where it's very specific, and there is, in our data centers, there are rackers that are, literally touching your boxes and cabling it up and getting it exactly perfect the way that you would want it. And so we have enterprise customers who come to us for that. We have enterprise customers and small customers that come to us for cloud, and then we have, increasingly we have customers that are interested in both.
Question about, with you being in charge of application, there's this in organizations, and I think probably it's a cultural thing, in organizations where they don't seem to quite have the culture fit that you've talked about, and I want to reiterate that people make a mint trying to sell culture in a box or in a deck of cards. I find a lot of these organizations seem to be the first ones that suffer from this idea of shadow IT, where people have provisioned their own servers, they're using their own applications, they're using their own software, they're using their own hardware.
Yep.
The consumerization meets pirate meets, just hell on wheels. How do you feel about that concept of this shadowy, nightmarish enterprise? And do you think it's a culture issue?
Shadow IT runs rampant here. So
Okay.
you hit the nail on the head. We actually embrace that.
Yeah!